Konnichiwa, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a sort of quick Hearthstone video. I know I've put a lot of, I say a lot, I mean 4 videos of Hearthstone out over the last 2 days. But this is one of those games that actually lets me do that a lot easier. I know it sounds lazy, but it's Hearthstone content, it's quick. You know, I'm going to be sort of limiting how many come out from now on. More or less an arena run every so often. And between the arena runs, like once I finish a run, I will do a daily quest video. Or weekly quest, as I might call it that, but we'll see. So the point of this video is more or less we're going to open some packs. As you can see, I have 7 packs to open. Spend a little bit of money. And we're going to build a deck around today's daily quest, which I won't be doing on camera for obvious reasons. I've been doing a lot of them. So as you can see, I finished the one from yesterday, the 40 minions. I finished that. So we have this one here. But let us another thing I'm going to be doing is more or less explaining the cards as we build the deck. So I'll give you my best of my knowledge on it. So let us open our 7 packs of cards. So we go, wee, look at the shiny. Hopefully I might get lucky. Stranglethorn Tiger. Epic! Ice Block. Yes. Rare. Yeah, Murloc. Naturalize. This is... yeah, it's okay. My first golden card! Yes! Exciting! That's actually a very good pack, that one. Let's see what I get here. A golden Cold Light Oracle! I said this card can be okay. It's good if your opponent has like almost 10 cards, but like I say, it all depends. Look at the eyes glowing. I love the animations they put in. Fairy Dragon, a fun card. This is good because it cannot be targeted by spells or hero powers, so it's okay depending on who you're fighting. Dark Iron Dwarf, give a minion +2 attack. South Sea Deckhand has charge while you have a weapon equipped. Very good in a warrior deck. Extremely good. Pirate warrior deck is really good. Now rare is Blizzard. Excellent. I need more spells anyway for my mage deck. I'm really excited about this. Frost Elemental Slam. Deal 2 damage to a minion. If it survives, draw a card. It's an okay card. Ooh, Keeper of the Grove. I'm actually hoping to build a Druid deck, actually, at some point. Druid cards, sorry, get that right, primarily have 2 choices on them. One's like with the Keeper of the Grove, you have deal 2 damage or silence a minion. Really good for a 4-cost card. Argent Protector, already have one. Second one is handy. And an Athari Weaponsmith. Not that good. A 2/2 weapon is not that good, but is good if you've got like a lot of pirates in your deck, especially the deck hands. Ventricle Mercenary, good card for 5 cost. It's a 7/6. You can probably play it then silence it to get rid of this. Minions cost 3 more mana. Battle Rage, draw a card for each damaged friendly character. This was actually nerfed because it used to be for each damaged character, which was insanely stupid. Betrayal, a rogue card. As an enemy minion deals its damage to the minions next to it. I'm trying to say that bloody pain in the ass. My mouth's gone dry. I'll just need a quick drink. Ah, there we go. Ah. What else? Stormforged Axe. Shaman decks have a lot of overload. Overload is basically whatever the number is, you have less mana for the next turn. What's our rare? Shadow Flame. Excellent. Next deck. Come on, we want something good. Mirror Entity? Yes. I like that secret. This is really good if someone plays a legendary. Because if someone plays a legendary and you have this already in play, you get a copy of that legendary. Mana Addict. Flesh Eating Ghoul. Very good card. For a 3 cost. It's a 2/3 with +1 attack every time a minion dies. It doesn't have to be a friendly minion. It could be your opponent's minion. It's a really powerful card if you can keep it alive. Cold Blood. Give a minion +2 attack. Combo. +4 attack instead. Combo is if you play a card first and then play that card, you get the combo. That's what the Rogue Dex is focused on. And the Priestess of Illusion. Restore 4 health to your hero. Very good. Another epic. Ooh, Sword of Justice. Sword of Justice. Very good card. You do not attack with this sword. No. If you see a Paladin attacking with a Sword of Justice, laugh at him. Whenever you summon a minion with this card activated, that minion gets +1. +1 attack, +1 health, and this goes down by 1 durability. So you can do it 5 times. Scavenging Hyena. Excellent, I wanted one of these for my hunter deck. Whenever a friendly beast dies, this card gains +2, +1. Mark of Nature, good card. What is my rare? Headcrack. Oh, I hate this card so very much. Deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. If you combo this card goes back into your hand the next turn. And a Spiteful Smith. Enrage. Your weapon has +2 attack. And our final card. No legendaries yet. Rather than Farseer. More Blood Imps. I can actually get rid of that one. Divine Favor. If you are top decking and your opponent has lots of cards, great. If not, no. Thought Steal. And Abusive Sergeant. Not too bad. Now if we go into crafting, we have extra cards. We can disenchant them. We have 1 extra rare and 4 extra common. We'll disenchant it, which gives me 40 dust. And let us see, because I actually want to build probably a Paladin deck. Or should I go for a warrior? It's kind of tricky because I don't know exactly what would be best. Go into here. Deckhand, Fairy Dragon. This is actually what a legendary is. Lore Walker Cho is just funny. If you play Lore Walker Cho, it's best to play it like in a duel, just so you can have some fun. Because you're more or less just keeping him out just so you can get spells from each other. It's a lot of fun. There's a good video somewhere of just Lore Walker Cho's ability being played a lot. Now, golden cards give a lot more dust for disenchanting. Dark-Eyed Dwarf. Like Abomination, it's got like 100 dust and it costs 800 dust to actually create. And that looks really cool. So we've done that. I'm going to build a deck. I'm going to pick Paladin. Might as well. This is the tutorial deck. Right. Now, there are 3 ways to actually build a deck in this game. In constructive play. There is the basic way, normal way that we all normally build a deck, and that is placing cards into this list. The second option is to suggest a card. This is really good when you're just starting to play the game. If you've never really played a deck building game and you're not sure on how to do it, the suggest a deck really helps because it lets you pick out of 3. This also gets you ready for Arena, because Arena plays out exactly the same. You have a choice of hero out of 3. Then you start picking a card out of choices of 3 until you have a full deck. And the final way of doing it, I'm actually going to call this one Tutorial Deck A, just so you can see how this goes. If you have nothing in there, click Done, and it will just randomly add things to the deck until you've got a full set. It's sort of given us okay cards, so we'll just click Done. Yes, fill that last one in. Done. For some bizarre reason, it's removing the thing, so we'll start this again. Custom Paladin practice deck. Right. So what do we need more or less from Paladins? What do we actually want in terms of a Paladin deck? Well, I'm thinking we want sort of a divine focus to this. So it's cards that have Divine Shield. Now, I mentioned in my last video, I believe, that I mentioned the word curve. Now, curve means basically how your mana is, what you actually focus on primarily. As you saw in my old decks, there was a lot of, high 3s. We've got lots of 3 cards and 1 cards and stuff like that. So it's very, throws off the balance of the game, more or less. Just go through this. Just to find the cards. There we are. Doop doop. Doop doop. That must be it. Right. So let us go into the search and type in Divine. This shows us all the Divine cost cards, Divine Shield cards. So, what would be good? Well, let's get some Argent Squires in there. Actually, let's get all these in here because they're all good cards. Argent Squire on a turn 1 is sort of like the, what's it called? The Stealth, the Worgen, the 1 cost Worgen card. I'll actually explain just briefly what everything is. This is your mana up here. Again, certain cards like the Venturecon Mercenary will either lower the cost of cards or raise the cost of cards. So it's quite tricky. The yellow circle with the sword through is your attack, and the blood drop is your health. Anything in this box is its ability. In terms of bold, it's It's a big thing. It's something that happens straight away. It's a raw. Or it's like a buff, more or less. So of course, Divine Shield, as you've seen, it comes into play with a bubble. That bubble gets popped, then it'll take damage on the next attack. So it's really good in terms of negating like a charge, especially if you've got a Sunwalk around. A lot of people say this card is not good. I think it's brilliant. Primarily because it's a 6 cost, yeah, it's a 4/5, but it is also a taunt card, which means they have to attack this creature. And with Divine Shield, you're not going to lose it straight away, which is incredibly good. So I'm going to put these cards on. Thankfully, I've only got one of these cards each. I can probably make another one. I'm trying to think what is actually the best. I mean, a 3/3. No, I'll leave it as that. Now, already because I've got the Argent Squire, I want Blessing of Might. Blessing of Might is a +3 attack. 2 minions. It's a permanent thing, so as soon as it goes on, it stays on until it gets silenced. Silence can be a pain depending on who you're playing against. A lot of priest cards have silence, so it's really fun. We want some Divine Shield in there. I'm thinking Noble Sacrifice. When an enemy attacks, summon a 2/1 defender as the new target. Really good, depending on the situation. Repentance, whenever opponent plays a minion, reduce its health to 1. Not 100% sure on that one. Let's get ourselves an Argent Protector. Let's have a look. As you can see, my curve at the moment, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. As you can see, it's a lot of 1 costs currently. Obviously, that'll change as I flesh out the deck. Let's see. I'm going to put a Consecration in there. Put some Hammer of Wrath. We'll put a Sword of Justice in. And a True Silver Champion. I'm not going for this because it's okay depending on your deck, really. So I've got 10 cards to fill up. Let's have a look. We actually need minions, so we've got a lot of spells. Now I'm thinking we start with... Actually, yeah. We'll get some Frostwolf Grunts. We shall have ourselves a... No, I'm not playing this card. I will never play a Mad Bomber. Mad Bomber is very tricky. It deals 3 damage randomly split between all characters. It's like a wild magic missile. Sorry, arcane missile. And it can really stab you in the back. I'm thinking we go for... I think we go for more or less Taunt and Charge, I think. And for Grizzlies... Actually don't have much in terms of... Let's see. I've got 2 Squires. Grunts, Argent Protectors, which is a 2/2 cost. It's a 2 cost of 2/2. Crusader, Grizzly. You actually need some punch to this, don't I? I think that. Let's take one of them back. This card is a waste. But to be fair, you can probably... Where is he? You can probably play that on it. Or hand of protection. But I sort of do like this. Just the reading of that is funny. Anyway. Shadowson Cleric. Probably going to change this around slightly. Move a Consecration. Move a Hammer of Wrath. I don't really need draw cards currently. So we've got 5 cards left. Spellbreaker, I need a silence card in my deck. I should move those. And the Shield Master. I actually don't have much in the way of a charge, which is really nice. I always like a Nightblade in my deck because of that instant 3 damage. First Frostwolf Warlord. I don't really like playing this guy. Best explain Gurubashi Berserker. We'll go back a bit to... where is it? I've lost him. This guy. Best example, really. He's a taunt and enrage. Enrage means as soon as it takes damage, this ability triggers. However, if you heal an enraged creature, it loses the ability. So basically, if you heal it up back to full health, the 3 attack goes away. However, with the Gurubashi Berserker, that is not the case. Whenever it takes damage, so if you hit it just for 1, it gains 3. If you hit it again, it gains another 3. And even if you heal it, it keeps its attack. So it is one of the most dangerous cards, but I don't like playing it. Simply because it's not something I actually enjoy. I'm thinking what we will put down now is a lot of the arena and Adventure Code Mercenary. My curve's still a little bit crap. I don't have much in the way of 2 cost cards. Hell, I only have 1. Wow, actually I might need some more 2 costs. Let's knock that down, knock that down. Add a Murloc. That's a little bit better. So that's more or less how you go around building a deck. Don't take advice from me when it comes to building decks, because I'm bad at it. I really am. That's more or less it. You go in and you play that. The good thing about it is you never really lose in this game. It's very bizarre because you're always learning. You're always learning something new. I mean, as you can see, that's my Power Overwhelming deck. It's got a lot of 4 cost. I'm actually going to spend some time and alter this deck off camera. Stealth Power focuses primarily on wands, which I don't like. But I've got some good cards. I've actually got quite a few good cards now to put into this deck. So I'm more or less going to focus on building some new decks off camera. And when we come back, I will be doing Arena. I'm going to have a little break, have something to eat, and then come back. So I will see you guys in the Arena video. Till then, take care.